This is Shamir. He's from Fortitude Strategic Wealth. Thank you, Shamir, for your time. Can you introduce yourself and tell us about Fortitude Strategic Wealth, who you help, and what you do?
Yes. So my name is Shamir Chowdhury. I'm the founder and president of Fortitude Strategic Wealth. Fortitude Strategic Wealth is a family office working for high net worth individuals, high income earners, and business owners. We help them not only with just, investment management, wealth management, but as a family office, a full slew of services, starting off with tax planning, which is our biggest, pain and priority when it comes to clients. Our clients are, high net worth. They are high income earners, may have complex packages because they're executives, etc. They have some bonus stock type of package and stuff like that. And they are exposed to a whole world of, taxes. And when you're at that level, almost half of your money is going towards the, IRS. And our goal is to reduce that tax exposure as much as possible legally. Of course, by using tax code that is available to us from the government and just taking advantage of it and making it available for, all clients and business owners, because the truth is, most of them do not have the time to, study these kind of things and know what the tax laws are or what is available to them. They just file the taxes and just, pay Uncle Sam what they have to pay them.
And before working with us, what was your client acquisition look like? What channels were you relying on, and where was it failing?
All right. So I honestly had one primary source of, marketing funnel, and that was Meta ads. And, it's not really the most efficient way of, attracting clients, because our high net worth clients cannot be found on, Facebook, Instagram. They're not scrolling, stuff like that. And this is a very high touch, high sensitive topic. So these are cold traffic. I'm getting cold leads and coming in left and right, and the trust isn't really there. So they're just cold apps, cold leads. And the thing with Reddit, when I came with you, I did my due diligence with my chief operating officer for almost 2 years. We were going back and forth using Reddit as a marketing funnel. Honestly, if you have to ask me as a, business owner and a high income person myself, if I do due diligence, I do not check it on Facebook. I go on Reddit. That's my first place to go to fact check stuff and see legitimacy and everything. So and especially on my world for investments, taxes and stuff, it's all on Reddit. People are asking questions and stuff. And, that's a place where I wanted to market myself a little more so I could show more authority and be, point of contact and everything, person of influence. And, I really like, connecting with you guys about 3 months ago now and, seeing the results, that, Reddit Market Agency and your team has provided.
What made you, when you are speaking about Reddit, we just, would love to know what made you specifically consider Reddit as a channel. I think you already, started basically explaining that, but if you can go maybe, a little bit in the deep. And have you tried, maybe before, you were speaking, for 2 years, you already kind of maybe thinking about Reddit and you used personally, but did you actually did something before, or is it completely new for you?
It's completely new for me as a business owner and everything, but I've been doing my research for the past 2 years, but because of the fact that I'm so busy, it's just, if a call's not in my calendar, it's severe. And you've been trying to get this call with me for about a week or two now, and I'm kind of late replying back to Slack messages and stuff because I'm always on calls or meetings and stuff. So, I really appreciate that you were able to put the, call meeting on my calendar so that we have a placeholder and we could just get right into it. It's something I've been doing research for 2 years, but I just didn't have the opportunity to get started with it. I've seen the value of it for users and everything. It's a nice community. It's not like Facebook where there are a lot of, for the lack of a better way of saying it, just bullshit people that are just filling out forms. It's, there's more seriousness
Mm-hmm.
and more intent when it goes towards people on Reddit.
Mm-hmm.
They understand the, pain points and everything, and they're more people of influence and subject matter experts. So when
Mm-hmm.
people respond to those, Reddit conversations and everything, everyone is adding some kind of value. And when
Mm-hmm.
people are, recommending Fortitude, Reddit marketing agency for you, or, Amazon Prime, or maybe Frame, or some kind of program that's mentioned
Mm-hmm.
on Reddit, and people are, commenting on it, giving reviews, it's a very good product.
When you
hmm
first came across Novantro, what made you decide to take the leap and sign up instead of just look around?
I didn't have to. I was ready. 2 years of back and forth, just research with myself and my chief operating officer. And she told me if I don't do it, then, I'm never going to do it. So just go ahead and do it. She
Mm-hmm.
put the call on my calendar, and the rest is history. I saw your background, and I looked you up, and the first thing she told me after her call with you, she said, you weren't even selling her anything. You just stated facts, and you just led with honesty. And
Mm-hmm.
we don't get that a lot. You understand, Sabir. So I really like that. Novantro did not try to pitch us, no sales, or anything. It's just value from the get go, set our expectations and everything. And then you had the second call with me, and that was, I already told you, we don't need this call. It's just formalities. I saw where you reside, your sports and everything, and we have a lot of similarities. Since you do grappling, I do grappling. You did a little bit of judo, and that's what I specialize in, and the rest is history.
Can you walk us through what the onboarding and first few weeks looked like? Was the process clear? How involved did you have to be?
Onboarding was fantastic. I really, your team and your team and yourself, Sabir, extremely professional. Day-to-day updates, kept us posted. As a client, we didn't really need to do much. We just filled out a couple of forms in the beginning, which doesn't take no more than 15 to 20 minutes of your time. You ask us what we're looking for, some keywords to research on, etc. Then you guys start, posting on Reddit for us, commenting on threads for us, etc. And Angela is amazing. Sophia is amazing. Your team keeps us up to date and sends us screenshots, links, so we could track the progress and everything. And very professional. If there's anything negative, you tell us. You don't hide it from us, which is something I really appreciate. You don't see that a lot, because partners usually hide if something bad is happening. And the good thing over here is the strategy's not working. You tell us it's not working. So onboarding was very straightforward. 20-30 minute call after completing a couple of forms, going over a strategy, what we're going to do, setting expectations, 30, 60, 90-day expectations, first 4 weeks, second 4 weeks, last 4 weeks, and how we're building authority and trust throughout Reddit.
What kind of results you have seen so far in terms of rankings, maybe on Google, maybe some traffic, maybe leads coming in,
Mhm.
or maybe even like revenue from Reddit?
Very first things I was very happy about and satisfied about. You guys started seeing results and sharing results with us in the first week, 2 weeks of a lot of our Reddit posts just ranking number one on Google. So we're getting a lot of traffic, a lot of exposure. You're building trust within the Reddit community. In the first 2 weeks, maybe 7 out of those 10 days, we got number one ranking on page one, and you shared those with us. And I Googled it myself, and I saw it was there. So I know you guys weren't lying. So, anyone viewing this testimonial, take it from me. Very, very honest guy, hardworking people. They do not sugarcoat it. If they can't do it, they're going to tell you they can't do it. But if there's a bottleneck in your business, they'll tell you like it is. And if a marketing strategy on Reddit is not working, they'll be very upfront with you, and we'll brainstorm together as a team, not just, Sabir and Novantro just making the changes without telling us. They'll, you include us and get us involved, even though you don't have to, Sabir, or your team doesn't have to. You guys respect our input, and that
Okay.
means a lot to me. As a client, it feels like we are part of the process all from the very beginning. It's not like if there's any changes involved, you just do it with our consent. You actually tell us, hey, we're going to do these changes. What do you think about it?
Yeah, of course, we always
Yeah.
value, your time, and always we always choose
Yes, sir.
basically the biggest leverage that we can do for you. Thank you for that.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
You're
was
welcome.
there is a moment that surprised you, something maybe that you didn't expect from Reddit as a channel?
That's a good question. I have to think about that, but
Yeah, of course, take your
probably
time.
won't be able to answer it today in this call,
Hmm.
but this is going to be a very wide, broad answer.
Hmm.
Like I saw, Reddit surprised me because I saw the commenters on the post, the topics and everything. They're a lot smarter than I really thought they were. And there's a lot of smart people and knowledgeable people in those boards and threads that add a lot of value. And the fact that Novantro is able to act as not just me, but also as just users on Reddit. So outside of your people,
Hmm.
there's actual traffic coming in there. And I mean, one post got almost 50, 60 comments over 24 hours. And yeah,
Insane.
I didn't really. I was surprised. It was quick. I didn't think it was going to get that much reactions over 24 hours. And most of those were organic. You know,
Hmm.
it wasn't the poster, the opening poster,
Hmm.
your team. It was mainly organic. So a lot of engagement and traffic. If
Hmm.
there's one thing I could think of right away is just if it's a very, highly searched keyword, broad keyword, and you get us number one on Google, you're going to see a lot of traffic. And yeah, like I said, almost 60, 70 comments in
Hmm.
24 hours. And I couldn't keep up with it.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
I know I don't care. As a business owner, of course, I don't care if it's good or bad publicity. But as long as there's engagement involved, I like it. And that will send traffic to, my website. So more people get to see what I do. I don't care if they think I'm a bad guy or a good guy.
What is the biggest unexpected result beyond the leads themselves?
Just going away from the product over here, just not talking about Reddit, the marketing, the funnel and everything, and the amount of value that's added to my business in this short time. We're 8 weeks in so far, Sabir, but it's just working with your team. And you guys, you don't have to. You guys don't have to. And you see, I work very late. I sleep late, like, for me, 2, 3 a.m. And for you, you're on the other side of the world. So you understand it may be morning. I may be texting you and you reply back. So that means a lot to me. It's just professionalism. You don't wait 2, 3 days, very responsive. The team's always available. If I have any questions, I can expect a loom in like 5 minutes. Okay, tell Angela thank you. Thank you for that. Even though I don't need a loom or I don't have the time to see a loom, you guys are extremely quick. So thank you guys. It's been a pleasure working with you guys, and I'm looking forward to the long term relationship with you and your team. I wouldn't I'd recommend it to everybody, but because you guys are awesome.
What would you say to another business owner or high ticket service provider, someone exactly where
Mhm.
you were a few weeks ago, who wants to try Reddit marketing?
Okay, Reddit marketing is for everyone that is in high ticket. It's more warm traffic. It creates value. You see other people on Reddit that are validating what your service is, as opposed to, no offense to the people in Meta, but the idiots on Meta that are just filling up your applications, filling up the intake forms and not even showing up to the call. Like those really mess up our metrics, cost per lead, cost per client, all those stuff, just because they just fill out a random application and never show up to the call, or it really messes up the numbers. If you're serious about marketing, you should really look into Reddit. Don't hesitate. Most of us come from clicking on a marketing agency that we saw on, Facebook, Instagram when we were doom scrolling, and you're talking with a 16-year-old that is going to, say that's going to start building an ads campaign on Meta, and they do not even care about your input whatsoever. Sabir, Angela, Sophia, his team, they're extremely patient. They're going to listen to you. They're not motivated by money. They actually want to provide a service to you. These 15, 16-year-old kids on Facebook, Instagram that are doing marketing for you, they don't care about you. They care about burning as much money from your pockets as possible because that's how they get paid. They do not know how to do proper targeting audience. They don't know about your industry. They really don't. They just want to increase your daily ad spend, not really make it efficient. They don't care about you as much as they smile like this. What they're smiling is every month they send you an invoice and they put it into their pockets. Sabir and his team at Novantro, they don't care about your money. The money is just a piece of, exchange over here. What they've done for, Fortitude and my business and my team goes beyond money. So I'm really grateful. It's really changed our, marketing and sales process a lot.
Thank you, Samir. And the last question, can you summarize your experience with Novantro in one sentence?
There's so many sentences I just said for Novantro. It's just, if I have to say, honesty. Extremely honest and very, very responsive. You guys don't have to be responsive, but you take service to a next level. Like I said, I'm up until 3, 4 a.m. my time in US. You guys don't have to reply back for another 4 or 5 hours, but you reply back to me in 5 minutes and even send me a loop when I'm in bed. So that says a lot.
Thank you, Samir.